Hello, so I made some apple crumble, just having an afternoon snack. So yeah, I just cut up some apples mixed with sugar and cinnamon and vanilla extract, and then I added a bit of lemon juice. The recipe I used, it didn't call for it, but yeah, growing up my mom was kind of big on like treats and desserts and stuff, so yeah, apple crumble was one of the treats that we would have. Yeah, she would put like a bit of lemon juice in the apples. I think it helps with like the apples kind of going brown. But yeah, I put a bit of lemon juice in there, and then the topping was flour, sugar, oats, and then butter, and then I greased the pan with butter, and then I added some walnuts. Again, it was an addition I decided to add. It wasn't in the recipe, but yeah, I'll add the recipe below. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give this a taste. Yeah, it's really good, and I use Granny Smith apples. They're kind of tart compared to other apples, and yeah, the lemon juice makes it a little bit tart as well. So yeah, it's a really good contrast with the topping. And then I just have some black tea I'm having with it. But yeah, just having an afternoon snack. I had light breakfast. I just had 2 eggs, and then I had like some sauteed veggie, tomato, mushroom, pepper. But yeah. But yeah, I don't have much going on today, so yeah. I just wanted to chit chat a bit. I was figuring out how to use this new camera. I was just reading up on this new camera I got a couple months ago. But yeah, I still been using my old camera. I got some use out of it on the road trips I went on. Yeah, I made a few videos. I did a lot of traveling. But yeah, I used my old camera. But yeah, just trying to get my traveling in this year. I don't have the most positive feeling about like where the world is going right now. You know, I've watched some doomsday stuff on the History Channel that definitely didn't help. But yeah, you know, inflation, conflict in the eastern part of the world. The cities are drying up a bit, and you know, all these wildfires, climate change. The dating scene is in shambles. But yeah, tough to talk about. I don't even want to think about those kinds of things. But yeah, I still want to go to Hawaii and New England by the end of the year. I have plans to go to Hawaii in November, and I want to go to New England in early fall to, you know, see the fall colors. But yeah, you know, with the Maui wildfires, it kind of made me question if, you know, I'm going to go or not. But yeah, I think I'm done with traveling for a while. Definitely with solo traveling. You know, next trip I go on, I don't know when that'll be. It'll probably be to a foreign country, and I probably won't be by myself, so yeah. But yeah, I feel like I cheated death multiple times. I feel like I gambled with my life, so yeah, those days are over. So next trip I go on, you know, it'll be, you know, a tour guide, nice hotel, you know, all those works, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know, solo traveling, you know, for me, it was very touch and go. It was very strenuous. So, you know, on those kind of trips, I feel like I don't want to tag someone else along with me, because, you know, they're going to have stuff they want to do and in ways they want to do. So, yeah, I wasn't up to negotiating. it helps me save time and money, and then you still get to do all the things that I want. But yeah, I've always dreamed of going to, different parts of the United States, ever since I was in elementary school. And I would have teachers and they would talk about different things. Like they would talk about the Grand Canyon in Arizona. They would talk about the Great Smoky Mountains and, all this stuff. And, I was intrigued by it. And, I would think, oh, one day I want to go there. But it added up to being, so many places that I wanted to go to. I'm like, I'll never get to all these places. I'll never go on like a big road trip. That's going to be so much. But, things worked out for me at this time, I had the money, I could get the time. So, yeah, I'm just like, well, let me do what I need to do and how I need to do it. And yeah, I planned a couple of trips. In normal circumstances, I'd probably be focused on like dating, or I'd be in a relationship right now, but the dating scene is quite a wreck. I need to talk about that. So, I didn't have anything working in that department. And then, I'm just looking, what's going to happen in the next year, couple of years. Is inflation going to get worse, So I was saving up to move, I was thinking of, moving to a different apartment. I was thinking, I was saving up for, maybe buying a condo or something like that. But, with inflation and everything, I was, the best thing I can manage right now is basically similar to what I'm already living in. So, everything else is just crazy. The prices have really gone up, since around COVID, I guess. But yeah, I wasn't planning on staying in this apartment this long. This is kind of like a starter apartment. It's just a rinky-dinky studio. I mean, it's gorgeous studio, but you know what I mean. It's small and, it's old. But yeah, I'm thinking like, is now going to be, a good time? I was just thinking this stuff out. So yeah, I was just like, let me just stay here because things are working out fine for me here. But yeah, I did have those savings, and I'm just like, well, let me just do, what I've actually always wanted to do that I never thought I would do, but it was just gnawing at me, like, you need to do this. So, yeah, I just went on those couple of road trips, and yeah, it was amazing, and I'm glad I did it. But, yeah, anyways, I'm home now, but, yeah, like I was saying, I did want to look into, moving. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on, or, how anything's going to work out. So I think I'm just going to hold out here for a bit, probably over the winter, and then, see what I want to do. Yeah, I mean, here I can manage savings and everything else fine. So, but yeah, with traveling less, I want to focus more on like housing and stuff like that. Okay, so with YouTube, so how's YouTube going? Sometimes, well, I've gotten a couple comments from people. They're like, well, why don't you do things this way or do things that way? You might get more views, things of that nature. So my thing is, I have a certain aesthetic for my channel. Like, I don't like bright, flashy, attention-grabbing things. I lean more towards, calm, peaceful, wholesome aesthetic. And yeah, I get there's things that I could do, to get more views. And yeah, within my aesthetic as well. But I haven't really been focusing on that. The software I use is free. I could achieve more of, what I want, with a subscription I would pay for, but I haven't really looked into that much. But yeah, I probably will soon. And then, I would like to add like music, to vlogs and things like that. I think it would be really nice. But yeah, there's things like copyright and things like that you have to, know about. So yeah, but I definitely, want to look into that. I wanted to look into that, earlier this year, but like around June. But I went on those big couple trips, so I'm a bit backed up now. But yeah, and my goal is not really, to get a lot of views. What I'm doing here is I want to have, real conversations. What are my real, views and opinions? If I wanted to get a lot of views, I would, be a hypocrite. I would be pandering. I would just be inconsistent. I don't know. That seems to garner a lot of views on YouTube. But yeah, I'm not that kind of person. I'm a very honest person. Like, I don't want to lie to people. I don't want to mislead people. Or I don't want to hurt people or upset people. I'm just not that kind of person. Like, I would never do that. Back in the day, people used to go to doctors and things like that. But yeah, now people go to, any halfwit on the internet and get their information. I think it's because if you give information to people in a straight and rational way, it doesn't really stir up anything in them that like causes like engagement. Whereas if you have someone being irrational, I think it kind of appeals to people because people are kind of drawn to like problems that they want resolved or something like that, or trying to like resolve the problem or something like that. And there are times when, doctors have absolutely gotten things wrong. Like, you can look in the past, you can see where doctors have gotten things wrong. But do I think like a rando on the internet is any better? Probably not. And a lot of these people on the internet, they just want their money. They just want to make money. They're just doing what they need to do to make money. And they really should just go get a real job, and yeah, not all content creators. There's a lot of, pretty good content creators out there also. But yeah, that's what I've kind of come to see. But yeah, of course, I want people to, see my videos and hear my views and, the right people. But yeah, I understand that, like, I'm not the best speaker in the world or whatever, but I still have views that, I want to share. I think I'm a interesting person. I think I'm a, pretty intelligent person. I think, I have some things to offer. But yeah, that's not going to work out for some people. Some people, they just want the whole package. They just want someone who's good at everything, and that's fine. But yeah, there's a lot of, great speakers. There's a lot of intelligent speakers, but, a lot of what they're saying is just really not it, But, yeah, I haven't really gotten into the swing of what I want to do, I wanted to get into, the basics of things, I guess, looking what's out there on the internet. But yeah, really my passion is, health and well-being, food, things like that. So yeah, I've been posting like some things that I don't think many people would be interested in. Like I don't think a lot of people I don't think a lot of people care, like, oh well, what's my favorite soundtracks, or or want to see me driving around to different places. I was pretty much posting some of these things for self-gratification, kind of like a diary, personal diary, but for anyone who's interested as well, an OnlyFan or whatever, just kind of wanted to put myself out there a bit. But yeah, I was thinking of making like a separate channel, or something like that, but I'm like, that's not really what I want to do. I understand some people, they subscribe because they saw a specific video and they like that topic. But I post all sorts of things, so that's just how that is. Yeah, I posted some videos like around the city and stuff, and yeah, I think that's pretty much coming to an end. I posted pretty much everything that I wanted to post, but this is where I grew up. Minnesota is my home state, so yeah, I just wanted some videos to look back and see, this is where I spent my 20s and everything. Yeah, it's just kind of special to me. But yeah, I just posted the video up, for anyone interested or for anyone who stumbles across it, it's up there. I didn't see many videos in Minnesota, so yeah, but I think I'm pretty much done with that. Once I start something, I have to finish it up. I don't know. That's just how I am. But yeah, I pretty much explored all of Minneapolis, so it's cool. And my birthday just passed. I'm 29 now. I was in the Great Smoky Mountains, so yeah, I spent my 29th birthday in the Great Smoky Mountains, hiking in the Great Smoky Mountains. So yeah, that was a good way to spend my 29th birthday. But yeah, it's my last year being in my 20s. So yeah, I want to make it a good year. But yeah, the next day I went to it was called Golden Corral. It was like a buffet. They had like a dessert bar and everything. Yeah, it was pretty neat. But yeah, I really want to streamline my content a bit more instead of posting all sorts of things. I think I want to do a few more videos like that. It'll probably be a few months. But yeah, I want to streamline my content and see what I can do. Definitely need to learn how to use this camera. A lot of this stuff is so technical. I'm not really a technical person, but yeah, being in the kitchen was a little bit hard for me as well at first. I remember peeling vegetables with a knife. At first I was like, oh, this is such a pain, and I was peeling off too much of the the apple or potato or whatever. But yeah, I got pretty good at it, so practice makes perfect. But yeah, so yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. I'm just gonna look a bit more into my new camera. I don't have much going on today, and then I'm probably gonna make some dinner. I think I want some salmon, so I'll cook some salmon with some vegetables. But yeah, that was it for this video, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.